1 to 4 degrees warmer than where we were today, and temps will just continue to climb. I think our warmest day will be Tuesday. Currently in La Jolla, looking at 70 degrees, wind speeds about 10 miles per hour. Accompanying our warmth tomorrow, we will also notice a breeze closer to about 10 to 15 miles per hour for most locations. Out in Ramona, 77, a far cry from your usual high temperature, which is closer to about the 90-degree range. Your winds up to about 12. Remember, they are going to stay on the breezy side for you as you head on in through your Saturday. What's happening at the surface, high pressure and low pressure systems, those are not really going to affect us. What's the key player to our forecast is all within the jet stream. So we have this dip in place. That's a trough, keeping us with that onshore flow. That's it around for today, tonight. That's it. This ridge, now while it looks fairly large, reaching itself all the way out over toward the Pacific Northwest, will start to work its way in. Not going to have a lot of strength to it. In fact, it's going to be somewhat squashed. So temperatures are slowly going to warm up, but not going to be well above average. Hour by hour we go. By about 6 o'clock tonight, the upper 60s for the coast. You will notice those clouds moving on in. Tomorrow morning, waking up at 8 o'clock, you take your dog out for a walk. You're looking at only the 50s into Ramona and Alpine. The coast also on into the mid-60s. Starting your day very similar to what we saw for today. But by 1 o'clock already 81 in Lakeside and El Cajon, 71 into San Diego. You think that's warm? Check out what happens as we head through Sunday. These values continue to climb, and remember, I think they'll continue to do so a little bit as we get closer into next work week. Your 7-day forecast showing you 74 degrees tomorrow, working their way up. Mountain inland communities rather 80s by next work week, and the desert's 99, returning to the triple digits on Sunday. Let's look at your 7-day forecast. Guys, over to you.
Dogs.
Yeah, it's good. A lot of people are thinking like, do I take my dog to Dog Beach? Do we have to go to the dog park? So you need to know your forecast. Right now, we are already getting a taste of that for the coast. Oceanside, 3 degrees warmer than just 24 hours ago. 7 degrees warmer in Chula Vista. The mountains and deserts, here's the one caveat. You're actually a little bit cooler, 9 degrees cooler out toward Borrego. But remember, we are all going to see our temperatures starting to warm as we get a nice warm wind coming our way. Currently, we're looking at around 60 degrees into Julian, 64 Lakeside. Encinitas, you're at 65. And into downtown, you're also into the upper 60s. Temperatures, for the most part, are going to be close to seasonal, maybe a few degrees cooler than that over the evening hours, and staying a little bit below normal for the afternoon as well. But we will return to our seasonal value once we get to Monday. You can see the dip in the jet stream. We've been talking about it all week long. That's what provided us with this cooler air. But it is now beginning to shift a little bit further to the east and getting away from us. There's a ridge in the Pacific that's moving in. That is a bubble of warm air. Right now it looks like it's going to be fairly strong, right? It's actually going to weaken somewhat. So instead of our temperatures like initially thought being 10 degrees above the norm, I think instead we're going to be closer to around 5 degrees above the norm as we head into next work week. But nonetheless, it is still a warm up for you. Starting you off tomorrow morning at about 9 a.m. if you are heading out. Maybe taking your dog to Doggy Beach, right? You're looking at around 67 degrees into Del Mar, the same number up through Chula Vista, and staying into the mid-60s out toward Escondido. By the afternoon, we're dealing with a good dose of sunshine, maybe a little bit more clouds for the coastline, but still overall you're able to warm up and have your sunglasses on you. 73 degrees out toward Oceanside. You can see already the 80s for Lakeside and El Cajon, and even out over toward Pine Valley, 80 and Campo into the lower 80s as well. But Saturday, it gets even warmer than this. So if you thought that was toasty, watch what happens once we get through Sunday. We'll see our values jump again. I'd say another 1 to 5 degrees. Now we're looking at almost 100 out over toward Borrego. La Mesa going for the upper 70s, the same for Chula Vista, and even into downtown you're in the lower 70s, but I do think you actually will climb up closer on into the mid 70s. So the beach is still looking like it's an okay place to be. Fair conditions for you surfers with your swell out of the south, 2 to 3 feet. Water temperature also though a little bit cool, 66 to 69 degrees. Your high tide coming in just after 7 in the morning. 7-day forecast, 74 degrees tomorrow. We go up to 75 Sunday. Remember, it will be a little bit breezy. Now on Monday, we're close to our seasonal 77, and on Sunday. Let's look at your 7-day forecast. Guys, over to you.
Back to the heat once the weekend's over.